was right on the money. No way did that just happen!
I can't talk Cardinals and Rams without a deep dive presented by Geek and Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Paul Calvisi, Paulie Playoffs, and Ron Wolfley, the four-time Pro Bowler. And Wolf, we're about to find out if you are postseason ready.
Paulie, when you talk about this game coming up against the Rams and the offense of the Arizona Cardinals, the very first thing, what do you think of first, Paul? What is it?
How about the Game 1 win where the Cardinals ran for 216 yards on 40 carries?
Oh, that is a great place to start, Paulie. Let's go ahead and take a look at this right now. I think James Conner running in between tackles is going to be critical. Watch this. Aaron Donald is lined up right now over DJ Humphries. They run at him, Paulie. Not only is it going to be important to run in between the tackles north-south against the Rams, but they also need to run at Aaron Donald for this very reason. Justin Pugh gets the block on him. Look at James Conner. Look at him just rumble, stumble, lower the plow, and hit the gas. Hopefully he's going to be ready to play, Paulie. That's going to be really critical.
Look, that Rams defense a year ago was number one. This year, they've been middle of the pack all season long, and the Cardinals have run on them before. But that's not all, right? I mean, you want a big win, you got to have some big chunk plays as well.
Paulie, you got to do this. You got to take some deep shots down the field. This is an area that is lacking right now for the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray has had some chemistry issues, I would say, with A.J. Green. Watch him right here. A.J. Green lines up, and he's just going to run a go route from the slot. They snap the ball here to Kyler Murray, and look at A.J. Green one-on-one on the outside. And look at Kyler Murray recognizes the solo coverage one-on-one, and he goes out there and throws the ball up for grabs with A.J. Green. That's what they need to do, Paulie. They need Kyler Murray to take some shots down the field to stretch that secondary for some of the underneath stuff that could evolve because of that.
And the Rams secondary is banged up. Anyone other than Jalen Ramsey, if they're one-on-one with an A.J. Green, you got to look at that matchup advantage right there. Think about that.
Right now, the Rams are number 28 and number 27 respectively in passing yards per game allowed and passing yards per play allowed. That's over the last 3 games, Paul. That's a responsible sample size. You can't talk about what's going on in September or October or November. Right now, over the last 3 or 4 weeks, that's what you want to look at for a team that's going into the postseason.
And think about the Seattle game. The Cardinals had 3 field goal drives of 19 plays, 14 plays, 14 plays. So yes, to get a big play and get a touchdown that way would be huge, no doubt. And then, of course, there is the wild card, number 1.
This is it right here, man. And when you talk about the intangibles of intangibles, you're talking about Kyler Murray, the backbreaker that Kyler Murray can be. 3rd and 16. Do you remember it, Paul? 3rd and 16.
The air came out of the stadium.
Here it is right here. This is what he can do. This is the reason why no defensive coordinator wants to play the Arizona Cardinals or see them in the postseason because of what you can do. Do you know how demoralizing it is to line a guy up, snap him the ball on a 3rd and 16, and suddenly he can move out and convert. Now, he got some excellent blocking down the field by DeAndre Hopkins, getting a block right there, but this is what Kyler Murray can do. Not only is it going to be important for the Arizona Cardinals offensively to run the ball in between tackles, Paulie, to actually take some shots down the field as well to the likes of an A.J. Green or an Antoine Wesley on the outside, but it's also Kyler Murray and the untimed, unscheduled play running the ball.
Think about it. In the win, he had 2 touchdown passes, no picks. In the loss on Monday night against the Rams, he had no touchdown passes, 2 picks. So your best players are going to have to play their best in key moments. And yes, that'll be Monday night, the first ever playoff game on Monday Night Football.
That pass was right on the money. No way!